Hello, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on today?
Well, I'm having some trust issues that are coming up, and they're not really not really founded. They're founded, but they're not founded with my current partner. They're not founded with my husband. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have issues with trusting women in general. I have a mother who's super sick and is never super abusive, super just, right from the gate, I learned that you can't trust women. Um, and then I went into foster care when I was like 11, and I had this really horrible female counselor who, again, taught me the lesson that you can't really trust women. And so she's terrible. And so my whole life, I've pretty much learned that you can't trust women. They're just not trustworthy. They're not. My own experience has led me to believe that that is very much the truth. So I was in this relationship for like 10 years. And in that relationship, it was super dysfunctional and super like, he was mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
He had he's hypomanic, which is basically kind of like manic but without the lows. So he's super high all the time. He has really unrealistic views of the way things are and how the consequences to his actions. And one of the symptoms of being hypomanic is that they are super like hypersexual almost, like they're not very faithful. So they're super manipulative and could talk the panties off a nun kind of dude, and so this guy kind of has left me feeling, he left some baggage in my life.
Right.
In that aspect of. So when I got together with my husband, who I'm now married to, but at the time, there was some adjustment time of trying to figure out how not to let that baggage affect my current relationship. I did some step work on it, and now it's kind of come back up because now we're dealing with a female. So while I was with this guy, one of the many women that he cheated on me with is now come back into my life through a friend. So I rent out rooms in my house, and so that I can pay for my mortgage basically and still afford to live and being a student. And so a friend of mine got a hold of me because I have a roommate who's moving out in December, and so I was looking to rent my room out, and so I posted it on Facebook, and my friend Scotty got a hold of me. And I'm like, cool, I can rent it out to him. I've known him for like 10 years or something, like when we were loaded and stuff, and he's been clean for 18 months now. And he's willing to do random UAs and that kind of thing because I just don't want to allow that kind of stuff in my house,
Right.
I've worked really hard to get to where I'm at. Well, I didn't realize it at the time, but he's with this girl who, he's got a girlfriend who's pregnant. And she happens to be one of the girls that my ex slept with.
So you're saying that you don't trust women. That's the main picture I'm gathering here. You don't trust women, and now there is a female coming back into your life that has a track record that
Personally
with you.
Yeah.
That you've got your guard up. It looks like You got a heightened awareness on it, which might be creating some fear, possible anger.
Well, I thought I was good. I thought, okay, well, I know that when I was loaded, I've done some stuff.
Right.
I have definitely been that girl who's probably slept with somebody's boyfriend when I was loaded. I have definitely done some shit when I was loaded that I would never do today.
So you've got some compassion because you've looked at yourself. So
Yeah.
it sounds like
Yeah, and
know
so
what
I'm
it is.
trying to look at myself, but I've noticed that I've been super kind of a little bit nuts. I'm
Right.
so like I want to be the bigger person and be like, okay, I've done some stuff, and so, but I wouldn't do that when I was not loaded, and so I want to give the girl the benefit of the doubt, but I got this nagging thing like she's a female. Like, I trust my husband. My husband's one of those few men out there who believes in the sanctity of marriage. He's one of those guys that it wouldn't matter if I grew a third head. That guy would stay married to me. If I lost all my hair and I lost an eye. Like, he's just one of those guys who comes from a Christian background, who believes that when you marry somebody, I'm the first woman he's ever married, that you stay with that person until they die.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter what they do or where it goes. Like, that's what he believes. And he loves me. I know he does because, like, every day, you know what I mean? Like, he proves it to me every single day. And, but, so I'm acting a little crazy to him lately because all of a sudden things are getting weird and he's looking at me like, why are you acting like that? You know I'm never going to leave you. Like, I keep asking him, like, just weird, dumb questions. Like, honey, like, you love me, right? Or you'd never leave me, right? Like, and if she ever hit on you, like, you would tell me, right? Like,
So this one person is creating fear, anxiety, and some insecurity possibly.
absolutely.
So you already have, I don't trust women.
Right.
That's there. And
Absolutely.
that's the gas in the tank right there.
It is.
And then now it's in your house.
And I'm trying to, like, be like the
Right.
bigger person and be evolved and be
Right.
like, I can deal with this. And I am going to let them move in. I've already decided that I am going to let them move in. I am scared shitless that I'm inviting trouble into my home because it goes a little further than that. So her mom, I knew when we were loaded too.
Right.
And her mom did me super dirty by lying to the dude that I was with, stealing my boyfriend at the time, and having me kicked out onto the streets.
Right.
So this is this girl's mom. So I've really got some issues around the whole family. And I've set boundaries. I've been like, so you can live here, but your mom is never to come in my house or near it.
Right.
Like, I don't want that because I'm not inviting that in. I can overlook the girl and what she did because he slept with everybody. Like, it wasn't like she was the only one. It wasn't like she was the first one. It wasn't like she was maybe even the 8th one. It was, yeah, like, you know. So, just who he was,
Right.
you know. But I'm dealing with it. And I'm praying about it, and I'm putting it in the Lord's hands and hoping that, like, this is, you know, like, I prayed and said, like, this isn't good for our family. If this is going to cause us problems, like, please don't let something happen. And all I can really do is just put it in his hands and just go about it. But I am going a little sideways. I'm not going to lie. I've got some serious insecurities going on. I've got some serious trust issues going on. And I feel bad because I directed them at my husband when he doesn't deserve them.
Right.
I am very aware of it, and I'm working very hard not to.
Well, it sounds like your awareness. This is what I'm hearing. You've labeled the problem. You've admitted to the fear, and I appreciate your honesty there. You know where it comes from, but it also sounds like, despite the past and who used to be, you've accepted that you are not that person anymore. And that you're not in that environment. And it sounds to me that you're allowing yourself to trust again. And that you're allowing for a situation to come back, not only trust yourself, but your husband, and just deal with it. And hopefully this won't happen.
Right.
But you know that it could, but you're hoping that it doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank
That's it.
you.
Yeah, thanks.